Moving ahead is our first workshop, which is on floor science and insight into tile laying by Satinder Gautam, AVP Sales and Marketing, Somani Ceramics.
Good morning, everyone. On behalf of Somani Ceramics Limited, I welcome you all in the workshop on floor science and insight into tile laying. We have given this workshop a name, Tile Master Workshop. So I'll just explain why we thought it would be appropriate to call this a Tile Master Workshop. You see, in our company, we have a training department, rather we can call it the training initiative, in which we train engineers, supervisors, contractors, tilers on tile as well as on tile laying practices. It's a wholesome training, certified course. And since the workshop is on tile laying, we thought whatever topics we have covered today in this small session of 1 hour, it has been developed by this Tile Master department. So I thought it would be appropriate if I call this workshop as Tile Master Workshop. Before starting the actual session, I would like to share some strange facts about Indian tile industry. You see, today, whatever tiles we make in India, I am talking about all manufacturers together. It's world class. When I say world class, I mean in terms of quality, in terms of finish, in terms of sizes, in terms of design. But what is strange is that when it comes to laying, the situation is, I can use the extreme word, pathetic. Why? Because the actual layer is not aware of the new age tiles, the new technology, the advanced tools, and the situation is not critical at the end of tiler. It is same with everyone. When I say everyone, it means the engineers, supervisors also, the architects also, and as a company also. So we thought somehow we have to address this issue. So we started this training program in which you will see lot of new things, lot of interesting, useful things, and I hope when you actually start your career, this would be very, very handy to achieve the desired finish, the aesthetics, the quality, what you look in the interiors or the final finish. So I'll start my session on this particular insight that this is the need of the hour. We are more towards the technicality of the product, but when it comes to actual laying, nothing is happening. So it's a small session. We tried to cover as much topics as possible. So I'll start the presentation. Again, a brief about this Tile Master. This is the initiative we started to enhance tiling skills of masons. This we do through training of masons on tiling in totality, enabling them to improve their skills and productivity, and in turn their livelihood. When we say tiling in totality, it means we just not only talk about laying, we also talk to these tilers how a tile has to be classified, how a tile is manufactured, how a tile is tested. So after the training, he become complete expert. Also, the other reason was it's more on towards a CSR activity to contribute in the growth of tile industry. So this has been the two main purpose we started this Tile Master. And very, very brief about the company. We started Somani Ceramics in 1971 in collaboration with Pilkington, UK, and the initial capacity was 5.4 lakh square meter. But in 1995, we bought out Pilkington's stake, and now we are one of the major front runners in Indian tile industry. We have the operations in North, Gujarat, Pan-India, and the today present capacity is 45 million square meter, and if I convert into per day, it comes to roughly 1.2 lakh square meter per day we are manufacturing. So this is again I'll come straight to the topic of tile laying. So if you see the tile laying, first we go to the market and select or purchase a tile. So there are 4 stages. First is the conceptualization. We know there are a lot of designers, architects. We can go and immediately address this particular first stage. Second comes the selection. We have all the big showrooms in the market. You can go select a good tile as per your choice. The third is again sourcing, and the final stage is the laying. So laying is the most difficult and very, very disturbing stage, and which is beyond the control of the consumer. If you select a tile either from the company or from a very good showroom and ask, "Sir, I have selected a tile, can you give me a layer?" He will say, "Sir, you can go out, you will find few tilers and you can hire them. I have no guarantee." So that is the issue in today's world. And when we say this laying is an issue, why it is? Because masons are abysmally ill-trained and non-competent, which lead to poor quality of laying, shabby finish, lot of wastage of material and time. So the need was, the industry is highly unorganized. Building material, if you see not only tile, if you see any building material industry in India, it is highly unorganized. Lack of trained mason. When it comes to Diwali, everyone becomes painter. So when it comes to tiling, everyone says, "I am painter," or sorry, "I am a tiler." So that is the situation with the skilled masons we call in India. So nobody is thinking about training the tilers. So that is the issue. Non-usage of right equipment resulting into bad workmanship and very long delivery time. We have developed 33 tools. We have showed you a few of the tools over here, and when you see the actual demonstration, you will realize such a basic tool, and till today, 99% of the tilers, they say, "We have not seen this tool," and they are laying the tiles with their conventional tools. Uninformed consumer, unsure of what to expect. Thousands variety of tiles in the market. Nobody knows what to select, why to select, how to select. Lack of initiative from construction industry. Now, in tiling industry, we are conducting this program. This initiative is CSR for us. So nobody has thought about doing this for the tilers. Low accountability on the part of tile layers. The blame of bad workmanship is passed on to the quality of tiles. So this is the objective, to improve the skill, productivity and their livelihood. So when we say after this training, the productivity of the tiler increases because of and we say it goes by 20% because of the correct methods and advanced tools. So one of the tool is manual cutter. If you see, it cuts the tile 90% faster, ensures zero wastage in terms of chipping and breaking of tile. We will show you the demonstration. Drill bit ensures proper hole making without breaking the tile and is faster by 90%. Rubber trowel, it ensures excellent grouting work and is faster by 5 times as compared to conventional blade. So all these tools makes the job faster by 20%. Rule support, one of the tool we will show in the demonstration. Hole marker, rubber hammer, shape template, all are there for the demonstration. The output of the tiler, it improves by 25%. The quality of output is far better than the conventional method. The quality of cuts, making holes, leveling accuracy, finish of grout, application will be far superior and faster. Also, there would be reduction in rejection. When we say rejection, it means either the tile is getting broken or the cement slurry adhesive is set. All those wastage becomes zero after the training program. Better understanding, the trained tiler will have holistic approach to tiling job and execute job with complete sense of accountability. I'll share one recent example. We have been to DMRC, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. We know the way they work, one of the best in the world. We went and met MD of DMRC, Mr. Mangu Singh. We said, we want to discuss about the tiles. The first sentence what he said is shocking for us. He said, "Mr. Gautam, we want to use tiles, but I am not getting tilers. So I shifted to stone." Now the MD of one of the better organizations says he is helpless. He says, "Many of my big contractors, L&T, Shahpurji, they come to us, say, "Sir, we are not getting tilers, what to do?" So this is the state of affairs. So we have organized training for their whole set of engineers, architects, as well as the staff of the contractors. So aspect of the training is, the first focus is on tools and tackles, the other is the methodology for application of tiles, and the third is good quality of material. So these are the aspects we focus on the training. And there is a school. We have two schools in India. We call it the training school. One is in our factory here in Delhi. The other is on factory in Gujarat. So we do training program in the factory. And also, if there is a far off place like South and the team wants us to go to the site and do the training, we also go and do the training program at site. And this is the agenda, first day, second day, third day. And you can see who can participate in the training program: masons, the tilers, builders, contractors, anybody in the business can sponsor and or nominate tilers. And it is a certified course. At the end of the session, if we think the tiler has come up to our expectation, we issue the certificate also. These are because armed forces is always considered to be very, very disciplined. So they took training from us. So they are the experienced, either the civil engineers or the foremen or the diploma holders. They took the training. And in each and every training, the focus is such that either our director or the CMD, they go and distribute the certificate. These are the snaps of the training we did at site. This has been for the Shapurji, the Ashiana, Vatika. So this has been the brief about the sort of a training program we do. Now I'll come with the important topic on emerging trends in the tile installation. So anybody can ask why we need training in tile laying. What has been changed? You have to just apply cement slurry and put tile on the floor. It looks very easy. But why we thought to have the training? Because substrates are changing. Earlier tiles were used only cement plaster. Now you can put tile on wood also. If the tiler is not aware how to put tile on wood, what he will do? He will put tile with cement on wood. What will happen to the wood? You can imagine. So tile you can apply on glass. You just imagine any surface, you can put tiles. But for that you should be knowing what type of material has to be used. So the substrates are changing. Tiles are changing. Earlier there used to be a very small size of tile, 4 inches by 4 inches. Now you can have tile of 1 meter by 1 meter. So you cannot put this huge tile with this same method which the tilers were using in the smaller size. So this requires training. Applications are changing. Now earlier tiles were using only in the bathrooms. Now tiles can be used on the platforms also, heavy traffic area also. Exterior, interior, swimming pool, any area you can use the tile, but it requires training. Construction practices are changing, architectural designs are changing. Earlier tiles were installed only on cement plaster. Today tiles are installed even on surfaces like plywood, gypsum, metal, glass, mosaic, ceramic tile, stone. Now there is already a stone floor in this hall. So somebody wants to put or they change the floor with tile. So conventional method says break it and apply tile. But the new sort of adhesives ensures that on this existing surface we can put tile. So it saves times, energy and money also. Now here we have shown a picture in which you can see it's a steel frame. And the architect has come up with the idea that instead of glass we will put a tile on that surface. So here the only issue is the tile is not getting enough back surface to get stick. It's only the periphery where you can put the tile. So after a lot of research, we have come out with a product and you can see it's epoxy. And what epoxy normally does is you just put the ball around the periphery and the material is so strong, now it can withstand the huge weight of the tile. So this is the change happening in the Indian market and we have to respond. So this a tiler can only do once he has the exposure. Again, tiles are changing. Earlier tiles were mostly ceramic tiles and available in smaller sizes. Today there are not just ceramic tile, but vitrified tile, glass mosaic, designer tiles, and also as big as 1 meter by 1 meter. Now, this is a microscopic view. You can see the first, the picture is of the tiles which were available 15-20 years back. You can see pores all over the surface. And the second surface is the recent new age technology tiles, which has no pores. So if you understand the first type of tile, if you put with cement, it can withstand easily. Why? Because cement bonding, we call it mechanical bonding. Cement goes inside the pores and there is a gripping. If you apply cement with the second type of tile, it will not stick. Reason, there are no pores. Cement will not move inside. Now, can we put glass with cement? No, because it is impervious. Same is with the recent tiles. So what is the solution? Solution is we should go with the adhesive, or we call it the chemical. So, but most of the tilers, they are not aware and they are putting these type of tiles also with cement. So we are facing a lot of problems, debonding, tiles is getting out, broken, all those issues. Applications are changing. Earlier tiles were mostly restricted to bathroom. Today tiles are used almost everywhere, from commercial floor, residential, kitchen, swimming pool, external facade, industrial floor also, where you can put machines. So such a heavy duty tiles are available. But for that, somebody should know that for industrial floor, I need very high strength tiles. Construction practices are changing. We need faster. We cannot wait for 2 to 3 years to build a house. All those can possible with the advanced materials available in the market. This we have shown a surface. We have to put tile over here. Just have to apply the adhesive and then directly apply the tile on it. No need to scrap, no need to put any sort of a rough surface, nothing. Designs are changing. Now the space is precious nowadays. So when you use a tile, you always look for a thinner application. Even the thickness of tile is less or the base is less. So now with chemical, instead of 30 mm cement mortar, you can put 3 mm. So what you save is 27 mm. So there is a saving in the space. This is the live example of Mysore Palace. Here the architect wanted tile to be installed in the bathroom of the train. So here the challenge is the walls were all ply, and train, you can always expect a lot of vibration. So you cannot put tile with the ordinary material. So what is the solution? Now this is the interior after the tiles are installed. And after 5 or 6 years, the tiles are still on the surface. This we have done with the help of the epoxy. So now I'll show you a small video after this particular theory session in which you can see some tools, and then we'll have the demonstration. Video.
Changing tiles in your house, and even that is at best something that leaves you with mixed feelings. Excitement that one is going to see a new look for the house, and a fear that the final output may not be as good as one has imagined. Most often than not, the later comes true. At the hands of untrained masons, your dream gets shattered. Presenting the Somani Tile Master. The Tile Master presents an opportunity for you to save cost, time and effort. Earn fame and money with happy and proud customers. Tiles perfectly laid out. This gives any room such a nice look and feel. The room looks so inviting not just today, but over the years. Now such finish is possible by every Tile Master. Every tile master can have happy and proud customers, can save time and effort and earn money and fame. Somani presents Tile Master, Mastering the Art of Tile Laying, a unique training program for tilers and masons, providing them with skills, aptitude and tools that make them Tile Master. Special tools in the Tile Master Kit make the difference. This is the nipper. Nippers are used to cut the tile for giving it any specific shape. The special nippers are designed for different materials. This is the building level. The building level is used to level the tiles on the floor. Their lightness is added to a great resistance against deforming through impact during use. The precision of the equipment is 1 millimeter. This is the rubber hammer. The rubber hammer is used to pound the tile to ensure uniform material spread below. Using the rubber hammer also ensures no breakage or chipping, which is likely in case of use of iron hammer. This is the rule support. When laying tiles on wall, these supports will hold the ruler where you will place the first line of tiles. These supports are designed to easily place the ruler, level it and make any corrections. Therefore, say goodbye to those supports that are fixed and cannot be modified. This is the template for diagonal tile laying. This is very handy template for laying the tiles diagonally on the wall without repeatedly checking and measuring each layer of tile laying. This is the hole marker. This tool lets you calculate both quickly and accurately where to mark holes in tiles, with no need to take measurements or make tracings with the errors that this may involve in case of manual marking. By merely adjusting the template in the place where the tile is to go and then transferring the template to the tile to be cut, you will have the exact hole position. This is the counter gauge. This tool enables you to transfer difficult, complicated measurements from the job being done to the tile. Whether it is a question of straight lines or curves, obtaining a point of reference and then all the coordinates often poses a real challenge. By simply pressing this shape template against the obstacle, you can easily obtain all the coordinates you need for making the cut. This is the joint scraper. Ergonomic handle with electroplated wide plates with high resistance to abrasion is very effective in cleaning cement mortar between tile joints. The tool is adjustable in width to meet the requirements. This is the manual tile cutter. The manual cutters are fitted with multi-point and single-point braking system with powerful braking strength with highly accurate measuring systems for cutting and finishing on all types of tiles. It has rectified and chrome steel guides with double guide system for direct vision with adaptable and interchangeable scoring wheel. This is the notch trowel. It is used to ensure uniform application of material while laying the tile. Wide selection of notch trowel saves consumption of adhesives and mortar without sacrificing the quality of job. Made of steel with high resistance to abrasion. This is the rubber trowel. It allows a correct grouting and an excellent finish. The soft body rubber trowel is good for joints up to 3 mm and solid rubber trowel is suitable for thick joints that is above 3 mm up to 8 mm. This is the plastic trowel with sponge. It is used for proper cleaning surface. This is the square. The calibrated and sturdy square is used to check the correct right angle of the corner and accuracy of the drop. These are safety glasses and safety helmet for tile master. These are for the protection of the tile master. Together with the t-shirt, it makes tile master more professional. This is a suction pad. The suction pad tool is used for easy movement of tiles. These are other special tools: karni, plumb and rope. Right angle and flat chisel. The Tile Master program also helps you in starting on the right foot with respect to tile laying. The first step is often the most important step, and so it is in tile laying. While taking tiles out of the packaging, it is important to use the right approach, else you can be left with broken or chipped tiles. The tiles once taken out need to be mixed to prevent shade variation. It is important to soak tiles for 4 hours before using them. This ensures that they gain strength and hence will protect tile against any breakage. Here is our proud Somani tile master, admiring his work. Such a beautiful finish. Obviously, his clients are happy. There is no wastage of material, no broken tiles. He has saved an average of 15% by preventing this wastage. The wonderful tools have helped him save time in his work. Now, he can do more jobs in less time. Prosperity deepens. And obviously, happy clients will bring with them more business and references. Our tile master is truly on a growth path. Join the Somani Art of Laying Tiles course and become a certified Somani Tile Master. The path to true success.
So a expert tiler is just like a good tailor. If you go to a tailor to stitch shirt, you can buy best of the clothes. But if it doesn't stitch good, then it would look like a very ordinary shirt or trouser. So same way, a 50 rupees tile, if laid properly, looks like 100 rupees. And a 100 rupees tile, if not laid properly, will look like a 50 rupees tile. So you might have seen the video over here, and we'll have the live demo to show you that these tools are so easy to handle. Very, very easy, and not very expensive also. But without these tools, a tile cannot be laid. So what we have done, we have developed a toolkit. We picked up tools from all over the world because most of the tools are not available in India. And we have kept these 33 tools in a kit. We call it the toolkit. So you have seen the list of the 33 tools we kept in a box, and we call it the Tile Master Toolkit. The first very, very important and very small tool is a rubber hammer. You know, when a tile is laid, it has to be tapped, because whatever adhesive, whatever masala is beneath the tile, it has to spread equally. If it doesn't spread equally, there will be hollow sound and the tile will break. So tile cannot have durability without proper tapping. You have seen in the video, The conventional method is they tap with the handle of the iron hammer. With that, he is always in fear that if he tap forcefully, then tile might break. So he doesn't tap properly, and there is no spreading of masala equally, and then you have the hollow sign. The right tool is this rubber hammer. Now, whatever force you put on tile with this rubber hammer, tile will not break. So this tool is so important, so essential. Whenever a tiler see this tool, he always says, I want this. Without this, I cannot lay the tile. So we will show you over here. Rajiv, just show that rubber hammer. Press karo. So you can also feel, just give to one of the tables. You can see and pass on to the others. Very light in weight, and since it is rubber, so it is, nothing is going to happen with the tile. So while leveling the tile during laying process, it is not advisable to tap the tiles with a normal hammer and with the handle of the hammer. Rubber hammer is suitable for this said use without causing any damage to the tiles like breakage. The advantage is bonding of tile with substrate can be done without breaking the tile. No air gap because of uniform layer of cement. The second tool is the manual cutter. Now this tool cuts tile in 6 seconds. It can cut any type of tile, be it ceramic or vitrified. No breakage, wastage, no noise, no electricity. Diagonal cut also possible, no maintenance required. There is a lot of issue with the electricity in India. So whenever they use the electric cutter, electricity has to be there, and there is a lot of wastage. You can see very silent this cutter. Anyone can cut. We can demonstrate right away over here. This is the cutter. वीडियो नहीं आया उस पे, स्क्रीन पे है. Wanted video at this screen. Have you seen? There was no dust, no noise. We can again, Chetanam, दोबारा दिखाओ. You can again see the closer. Full tile ले लो Chetanam. Chetanam, full tile रखो. Now at the site, even the expert tilers, the main wastage in tiling is when they break the tile, when they cut the tile, tiles get broken. So that is the main wastage at site, and which is up to 10 to 15%. Here you can see no wastage. So we'll invite you to come and cut yourself, and I'll assure you nothing will happen to tile. It will cut straight, perfect, without getting broken. Such a wonderful tool. I think you might have cutting time first time. Nothing has happened. You can show the finish, you can see yourself. So I'll invite others also, please come. चेंज करना, फिर बाद में फिर जरूरत पड़ेगी। ये क्या करा आपने? अच्छा दोबारा करना है। ये करो कनेक्ट। Excuse me, connect this. So I think we have cut lot of tiles and the wastage was 0. Can you imagine? And the norm in the tiling is wastage has to be 10 to 15%. And you see the norms, 15% wastage we assume कि ये तो होना ही है. And even if you confront with tiler, he will say साहब आपको नहीं पता, आप तो नए नए हैं, ये टूटती है टाइल सर. Now when you see yourself, you are confident. It normally टूटती क्यों है? Because the tools they are using are of old age tools. If they use the advanced tool, nothing will happen to the tile. So this is the beauty of this tool. The other tool is the special nipper, specially for porcelain tile, mosaic, vitrified and other materials. If we have to cut corners, edges of tile fast, accurately and precisely, nipper is the answer. And we have seen 3 tools: rubber hammer, no one is using in India; this manual cutter, no one is using in India; the third tool is special nipper, no one is using in India. We will show you, just have a look. Cut the tile, Rajiv. ऊपर करके. चेतन तुम कर दो. Then we have the shape template. This is very, very amazing tool, I am telling you. This tool enables to transfer difficult, complicated measurement from the job being done to the ceramic tile, and it saves time by 90%. If you see the chalk hut, now when you are laying a tile at chalk hut, the shape is very odd, very complex. So how a tiler will transfer that shape onto the tile? Very, very difficult, next to impossible. Now with this shape template, it's a matter of seconds. You have to just press against any shape and the shape will transfer on this particular tile. And you can mark it, and then once you mark, then you can show the tile. Now this one of the shape we have transferred onto the tile and then cut with the grinder. And the conventional method, it's all approximation. So this shape template is so wonderful. Any shape, anything, you can immediately transfer onto the tile. Hole marker. This is for marking the position of the holes. When we do the wall tile, there are few plumbing points. So this is for marking the holes for tubing and electrical fitting from wall to tile very quickly and accurately. It calculates both quickly and accurately where to place hole in ceramic tile. Once you have the exact marking of the hole, you can cut and fix the tile. Again, the conventional method is the hole approximation. So at times the hole what a tiler normally cuts doesn't fit, then again the tile gets waste. He again cut another hole in another tile, and that process minimum takes 3 to 4 tiles. So wastage of 3 to 4 tiles just to mark the hole. So with this tool you can always mark the hole accurately. Show them. Rajiv, कॉलर माइक है, बोलो. कॉलर माइक है ना तुम्हारा, बोलो. ऑन करो.
हेलो हेलो एक मेसन जब टाइल लगाता है तो एक वॉल पे एक पॉइंट ऐसा आता है जिसमें हमें होल निकालना होता है, जहां पे हमारा जो प्लम्बर है वो एक प्लम्बिंग का पॉइंट छोड़ता है जहां पे हमारे टैप लगता है। तो मान लीजिए यहां तक टाइल लगाते हुए मेसन आ गया है, उसके बाद ये हमारा पॉइंट है जहां पे हमने ये पॉइंट टाइल के ऊपर ट्रांसफर करना है, उसके बाद वहां होल निकालना है और नेक्स्ट टाइल इसके ऊपर लगानी है। उसके लिए क्या होता है, मेसन्स के पास कोई इस तरीके का टूल्स नहीं होता, वो मेजरिंग टेप से 2-3 जगह से इसको नापता है, उसके बाद वो होल निकालता है। लेकिन उसके जो होल निकलते हैं वो पूरे राउंड शेप में नहीं आते, वो करीब इस तरीके से निकलते हैं और कई टाइलें वेस्ट होती हैं। उसके बाद एक पॉइंट वो निकालते हैं जो वो भी आउट हो जाता है। तो उसके लिए प्रॉपर जो टूल है उसको हम बोलते हैं होल मार्कर। इस टाइल के इस एज पे इसको हम रखेंगे, उसके बाद जहां भी हमारा पॉइंट है हम इसको मूव करा सकते हैं। मान लीजिए यहां हमारा पॉइंट है, हमने इसको यहां पे रखा है, स्क्रू टाइट किया, ये इस होल मार्कर के अंदर प्रॉपर लोकेशन आ गई, एक तरह से एक मिनी ड्राफ्टर का काम करेगा ये। उसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट टाइल हमने लगानी है उसके ऊपर हमने इसको ऐसे रखा और यहां पे पेंसिल से मार्क कर दिया। उसके बाद इस ड्रिल बिट से हम इसमें होल निकालेंगे, करीब वो होल इस टाइप से निकलेगा। तो ये डिफरेंस है कि बगैर टूल के मेसन कैसा काम करता है और इस टूल के साथ इस तरीके से काम होता है विदाउट वेस्टेज।
So now we'll show you the actual demonstration of how to cut how to make a hole. You can see the demonstration. And again, in most of the sites, the hole what we get on the tile is just we have shown you, very shabby.
ये बिट है, तो आपके सामने आपने देखा कितना कम टाइम लगा एक होल को निकालने में और कितने बढ़िया सफाई के, कितनी फिनिशिंग इसके अंदर है। और जो मेसन हमारे जो निकालते हैं विदाउट इस टूल के, वो कई टाइल्स वेस्ट करते हैं, उसके बाद जो उनका होल निकलता है वो करीब इस टाइप का होता है। तो ये डिफरेंस आपके सामने है, किस तरीके से मेसन एक प्रॉपर टूल के साथ कैसा काम कर सकता है और विदाउट टूल कैसा काम वो करता है।
Again, this is very, very easy. The way you cut the tile, the same way you can make hole also. This is again one of the tool which you have not shown here. This is for chamfering. When you have to have the 45-degree cut, you can do with this mechanical cutter. The notch trowel, Rajiv, notch trowel. पहले बताओ उसके बारे में।
अभी जो मेसन काम करते हैं उनके पास ये टूल होता है जिसको हम करनी बोलते हैं, इससे वो काम करते हैं, इससे वो मोटार बनाते हैं, उसके बाद टाइल फिक्स करते हैं। इसी टूल के साथ वो सारे काम करते हैं। टाइल को फिक्स करने के लिए ऐसे टैप करते हैं, एडेसिव में अगर टाइल लगा रहे हैं तो इसी टूल को वो यूज करते हैं। एक एडेसिव के बैग पे लिखा होता है कि 30 से 40 स्क्वायर फीट वो एक बैग में कवर करेगा, लेकिन वो मेसन इससे मेजर नहीं कर सकते वो कितना मटेरियल वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, जबकि उसमें हमने लगाना है 6 mm to 10 mm। इससे वो 15 mm लगाते हैं, 20 mm लगाते हैं और 20 स्क्वायर फीट में एक बैग खत्म हो जाता है। तो कवरेज को कैसे हम बढ़ा सकते हैं और प्रॉपर तरीके से कौन सा टूल है जिससे हम काम कर सकते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं नोज ट्रॉवेल।
Notch trowel is available in various thickness. You want 5 mm, you can use 5 mm notch trowel, 8 mm, 3 mm, 10 mm. Again, this tool is not being used in any of the sites. This is the rule support. You can see we have shown over there also rule support.
ये रूल सपोर्ट है, इसको यूज करते हैं जहां से हम काम स्टार्ट करते हैं। एक मैसन जहां से काम स्टार्ट करता है, मान लीजिए इस फुल हाइट तक इस पे वॉल पे टाइल लगानी है, तो सबसे पहले एक मैसन का काम होता है कि उसकी वो मेजरमेंट लेता है, उसके बाद वो कैलकुलेट करता है कि कितनी लाइंस टाइल के इसके अंदर आएंगी, क्योंकि जो टाइल का साइज है वो डिजाइन के हिसाब से सेलेक्ट हुआ है, वॉल के साइज के हिसाब से नहीं उसको लिया गया है। तो जब वो नापता है तो उसको पता लगता है इसमें 9 टाइल साबुत लाइन, नोड लाइन साबुत टाइल की आएगी, और एक टाइल का हमें टुकड़ा डालना पड़ेगा जिसको 3 इंच भी हो सकता है वो टुकड़ा, 5 इंच भी हो सकता है, 10 इंच का टुकड़ा भी हो सकता है। तो जहां से फर्स्ट लाइन हमारी स्टार्ट होती है वहां से मैसन काम को स्टार्ट करता है। मान लीजिए इसका ये पॉइंट हमने लिया, इसके नीचे कटिंग का टुकड़ा आएगा और उसके ऊपर टाइल लगनी स्टार्ट होगी। तो वो जो कटिंग का टुकड़ा होता है वो सबसे लास्ट में लगाया जाता है, पहले पूरी वॉल लगाते हैं। अब मैसन्स के पास जो टूल्स होता है, इस तरीके का कोई टूल नहीं होता। वो क्या करते हैं, टाइल का टुकड़ा नीचे सपोर्ट के लिए लगाते हैं या फिर कोई लकड़ी का टुकड़ा लगाते हैं। बाद में लेवलिंग की प्रॉब्लम आती है और काफी टाइम उनका इस काम में वेस्ट होता है, आधे से पौना घंटा उनका वेस्ट होता है, जो मुश्किल से 5 मिनट का काम है। एक पॉइंट हमने यहां सेट किया, इसको बिल्डिंग लेवल बोलते हैं। इसमें हॉरिजॉन्टल वर्टिकल दोनों लेवल हम चेक कर सकते हैं। जब ये बबल सेंटर में आता है तो इसका मतलब ये दोनों पॉइंट हमारे वाटर लेवल के अंदर आ गए। इसके बाद हम यहां से काम स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं। तो जो मुश्किल से 5 मिनट का काम है उसमें टाइम जो वेस्ट हो रहा है मैसन का, आधे से पौना घंटा वो अपना खराब कर रहे हैं।
एक टाइल भी दिया।
डायमंड शेप में अगर टाइल लगानी है, फ्लोर पे लगाना इजी है, अगर वॉल पे लगानी है तो मैसन के लिए प्रॉब्लम आती है। उसमें हम ये टूल यूज कर सकते हैं जिसपे हम डायमंड शेप में वॉल पे भी टाइल लगा सकते हैं। ये टाइल को सपोर्ट करेगा,
मेजर नहीं करना पड़ता,
इसको बार बार मेजर नहीं करना पड़ेगा। साइड में जो नेक्स्ट टाइल आएगी उसको बार बार मेजर नहीं करना पड़ेगा।
So this is called diagonal tile laying. This we have already shown you. This is the rubber trowel. This is used for grouting purpose. When we fill the grout between the joint, so this tool is required to get the material filled through and through with the proper finish and the adhesion. You have the sure.
इससे ग्राउटिंग का काम होता है। अभी जो मैसन काम करते हैं उसके पास एक लोहे की पत्ती होती है जिससे वो ग्राउटिंग करते हैं। उससे क्या होता है, प्रॉपर जो थिकनेस टाइल की है उतने ज्वाइंट तक उसका ग्राउट इसके अंदर नहीं जाता है, वो बाद में पपड़ी बन के बाहर आ जाता है। इसमें जब हम ग्राउटिंग करेंगे तो प्रॉपर टाइल ग्राउट को इसके अंदर तक जाएगा। ग्राउट जो है इसकी जितनी टाइल की थिकनेस है उतनी थिकनेस तक ग्राउट इसके अंदर जाएगा, जो बाद में क्रैक्स नहीं होगा, उसमें पपड़ी बन के वो बाहर नहीं आएगा। ये रबड़ का आप देख सकते हैं।
Even we have seen that 50-60% sites, tiler normally apply grout with finger. उसमें फिर finish you cannot get finish, कभी भी नहीं आ सकती. So this is the right tool, rubber trowel. This is a joint scraper. So when you start the grouting, you have to first clean it. It is so narrow, you cannot clean without a proper tool. Now this is the tool. If you cannot clean properly, so whatever you are filling, it will not go inside properly and there would be a bonding issue. So before applying grout, the joint has to be cleaned, and we have the joint scraper. Then we have the different kind of bits. You want 5 mm, 8 mm, 10 mm. You can use various diameters to make the holes. This is the scoring wheel. You have cut the tile beautifully because of this particular wheel, score wheel. So normally this scoring wheel cuts 1.5 kilometer. After that you have to just change this scoring wheel. The body will remain as it is. It's very, very durable. And after that the life is 1.5 running kilometer, then you have to change it. And for different type of tiles, you have different type of scoring wheels. So the training is getting popular pan-India. Lot of developers like Jindal, Brigade, L&T, Military Engineering Services, Army, BHEL, Amrapali, Ashiana, Ansals. So what they have done, they have made it a compulsory that whosoever gets the job, the contractor, their tiler should get training from us. They should have the certificate, then only they can start the training program. The same we are doing with the DMRC. So this has been the about the tools. If you have any query, question, just keep it with you. During the break, we can discuss that. And now we'll cover the last slide, last presentation about tiles. So normally if you see the tiles, why we use? Because of the protective reason, decorative, hygiene, cleanliness, statuary, strengthening, aesthetic. So normally this is the very interesting slide. If you ask 10 people about tiles, the classification of tile, they will have 10 answers. But this is the exact classification. A tile can only be classified on 4 parameters, and these are the 4 parameters. The one is, a tile is classified on the basis of water absorption, how much a tile absorbs water, and this is one of the classification. The other is abrasion resistance of that tile. What is the abrasion resistance? The third is scratch hardness, and the last is load bearing capacity or the strength of the tile. Now this is the classification of water absorption. Now a wall tile absorbs 10 to 18% water. So that is the classification of the wall tile. If somebody asks what is the difference between wall and floor, this is one of the difference. Floor tile absorbs 3 to 6% water. Then we have the porcelain or glazed vitrified. It is very, very popular nowadays. Here the water absorption is 0.08 to 3%, and the polished vitrified is less than 0.08%. It means it is literally impervious. It doesn't allow any water to seep through. So this is the classification, and all the tiles you see in the market broadly into these 4 categories in terms of the water absorption. The second is classification on the basis of abrasion resistance. To calculate the abrasion resistance, we have the process called PEI, Portland Enamel Institute. It has 5 grades, 1 to 5. So the tile, on the tile box, you can always see this tile conforms to which category, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you see the 5, it means 12,000 revolution. If you rub the tile with the stones, all the abrasive materials, it doesn't get affected the surface even after 12,000. So that conforms to PEI 5. But as I said, India is making world-class tiles. We have a technology in which the tile can withstand a revolution of 25,000 and 50,000 also. In Somani, we call this tile as VC tile wheelcraft. And this is the first patent for Indian tile manufacturer which we have got with our brand VC. This is so durable. 50,000 means you can always assume it's lifelong. The third classification is scratch hardness. If you put some scratch either with the nail or sand or some steel, the tile should withstand that. So here the classification is on Mohs scale, and Mohs scale we all know it starts from 1, it goes till 10. And if you see the MOH2 means human nails have a Mohs scale of 2. So if you are using wall tile, then the wall tile should have Mohs scale more than 2. So you can see wall tile we have mentioned MOH3. So this is whenever some decision is made for wall tile, we should always be sure it should have the Mohs scale of 3. And if you see the floor, it should be more than 7, because most of the sand, steel nails, they have a sorry, it is MOH, not PEI. They have the they are on the Mohs scale of 6. So India is having a lot of dust in the weather, so we have to make sure MOH 7 should be on the floor tiles. The last classification is on the basis of the strength. The wall tile is having the minimum strength 15 megapascal, and the floor tile is 30, and the porcelain tile is better than floor tile, normal floor tile, 38 megapascal, and vitrified tile is the strongest one, having strength of 47 megapascal. So these are the 4 classification of tiles. So we can just go through the best tile practices. Curing of tiles before use, it is one of the best practice. I'll just go through the slide. Why tiles to be immersed in water before laying? Tiles have the tendency to absorb water. We have seen the water absorption. So to absorb uniform water and prevent tiles to absorb water from the cement mortar adhesive, it is essential to immerse the tile in water before laying for 5 to 6 hours. Otherwise, this tile will absorb moisture from the cement, and then there will not be proper bonding. Checking of tiles, in each and every box of the tile, there are a lot of informations mentioned. So if a tiler goes through that information very, very carefully, then he knows what sort of problem he might face. What happens normally, 3 stocks have come on different dates, and the tiler mixes all these 3. So there would be shade variation. So he has to segregate on the basis of date, batches, and all those information are printed on the boxes. This you have already seen. One of the best tile practices means the tile has to be cut through appropriate tile cutter. Application of adhesive should be through notch trowel. We have already seen this. And this is one of the method we can always skip. And these are the common mistakes in tile laying. If it is not planned properly, then you will have too many tiles cut. So it's a wastage. Then incorrect tiling base. There are loose tiles. There are cracks on the floor. You are putting tiles. So first fill cracks with appropriate filler. Hammer down any protruding nails. Remove any glue or cement residue with a blade scraper, and thoroughly clean the surface, and then start laying the tiles. Then other problem would be like not reviewing work at regular intervals. This will lead to poorly laid tiles or grout errors that are very difficult to correct. So the solution is inspect your handiwork every 15 minutes. It is easier to rectify mistake before tile or grout has set. Use the wrong adhesive. As I said, if you want to put tile on glass, you cannot put with cement. So the result would be tiles come out, water seepage, cracks. The solution is choose an adhesive suitable for use of area where you are laying tiles. For example, waterproofing for wet areas, flexible adhesive for floors. Excess grout, what would be the result? Overall appearance of tile is spoiled. The solution is use straight edge of grout float. We have seen rubber trowel at a 90-degree angle to scrape off excess. When grout is dry, clean and polished tiles, grouting tile correctly is essential for a quality finish. When you use wrong grout, then result would be water seepage or cracks over time. So you have to use the right type of grout. Miscalculating number of tiles required, you run out of tiles. When you are short of tiles, you go to market, buy some other lot, there would be shade variation. So measure the area very carefully, calculate the number of tiles needed in each pattern or color, allow extra tile for awkward shapes, and then you have to go for the 15% for mistake, cuts and shapes. If you are going with the conventional, with this tool, the wastage would be 1 or 2% only. So because of the time constraint, I will wrap up over here. And we have lot of topics. As I said, this program is 3 days. So putting it into 1 hour is really very, very difficult. So this is what I thought to be shared with you, and I'm hopeful that you will find it interesting, useful, and if you have any query, question, we are here till the lunch, we can discuss. Thank you very much. Thank you.